So there are a few things that you need to get the engine running. So first of all, on our very left we have some charcoal, and that is soaked in some white spirits. Next, just some 3-in-1 light machine oil, which I use to lubricate all the motion gear in all my engines. Further on to the right we've got a fan blower. I'll come on to that shortly about what that is for. To the back, with any steam engine, a water top-up bottle, and obviously to the very right just some standard steam oil from Roundhouse. So to start with, I always lubricate round the engine so you know it's done. So the next step in regards to oiling, as with any live steam engine, steam oil. So next, the original instructions that came with the kit said to put 7 shovelfuls of charcoal on. I count 7, then have a look, because sometimes a shovelful, so that's quite a full shovelful, other times you just get one large lump of charcoal, so if that's the case I'll put on an extra one or 2. Basically you want to cover the bottom of the grate completely. What we need to do now is put on the auxiliary battery blower. This goes on the chimney cap like that, plug it into the battery pack, and what that is doing at the moment now is sucking air through the chimney, which is drawing air through the fire tubes in the boiler, which will help the fire start. Handy lighter. Get the fire started. And what I do, and I did this on the 5-inch gauge engine as well with it, I'll just put on a single shovelful of coal, because as the charcoal is starting to catch, the coal will also light with it, and I find it just gives a better start to the fire. So it's been about a minute or 2 since the last video clip. As you may or may not be able to see, I'll just show you. Pressure gauge is now starting to rise. It's coming up about 10 psi there on the pressure gauge. But the needle is at 30 psi now, so I will take off the blower and open the steam blower. And what the steam blower does, sparks coming out there, it's blowing up a jet of steam up the chimney, and that continues to draw the fire. So very quickly it's up to 60 and the safety valve is blowing. So I'm going to start adding coal. This is just standard anthracite. So the aim of the what we're doing now is to slowly fill up the coal to get a good deep fire, and then at that point I find that the water is roughly at the bottom of the gauge glass. So then very slowly, incrementally, start filling up the boiler with water. So I've been adding a bit more coal, add some more. There we are. A nice glowing red fire, full head of steam. Sorry John, I've just dropped John the driver there. He doesn't mind, he gets knocked about a bit, it doesn't matter. He still keeps coming back to drive my trains. So I'm now happy with the level of the coal. Can't quite see if it's just at the bottom of the fire hole door there. But now the water is just dropping at the bottom of the sight glass. So, we'll start putting in some water. So I pump in water until the pressure gauge goes down to 40 psi. And then when it reaches back up to 60 psi, which for this engine is the working pressure, I then pump some more in. So it goes back down to 40. Okay, so we've got a nice bright fire. The aim of the fire is to have it glowing red, bright red, a bit of white in places, but with a bit of black coal unburnt on top. 60 psi, a full gauge class, about 80% full there, so we're good to go. So like with any steam engine, we need to clear the cylinders. I'll leave the blower going while to do this. Just put it in reverse and open the regulator. Put it in forward, open the regulator. It's slowly now, because the cylinders are cold, the hot steam is hitting the coal cylinders and turning to water. So the cylinders are expelling the water up the chimney. There we are. I think that should do it. This engine is fitted with a whistle. Let's go and get our train. Ready train, so let's go. So now come to a stop, blower back on to keep the fire alight. The water is down towards the bottom of the gauge glass, so steam down off. And let's fill up the water again. Turn the water a bit more. You can't see the pressure gauge there, but it's coming back up to 60. A bit more water, so I'm just filling it back up for the next run. The reason I do the water first is that water in the boiler is more important than fire in the boiler. If there's no water, you're going to damage the boiler. So I always get water sorted first, then look at the fire. So we're now sorted with the water. Just turn down the blower a touch so you can hear me. Let's rake out the fire with the poker and add more coal. So what you should try and do is to shut the fire hole door between adding shovelfuls. Why? Because the air is drawn from underneath the fire. When the door is open, the air is coming straight through the fire hole door. The fire won't be being drawn properly and it will very slowly start going out. Righto, so we've got 3/4 on the gauge glass, a full firebox, orange with a bit of black on the top. We're good to go for our next run.